want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
Well, there's only two guys in the bar. Let's go talk to the douchebag looking one.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Alright, last contact.
Did you see Evelyn last night?
No, I was at home. Writing.
Doubt.
Do you want to get dragged into this, McCaffrey? Do you want us to get interested in you?
She hung out with this powder puff, James Tiernan. They haunted the public library together.
How well do you know James Tiernan?
I know he works some kind of plebeian job at Rawlings Bowling Alley.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
Criminal history.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Doubt.
You want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
Based on that comrade remark, you can probably tell that you have to keep in mind that this is the 1940s, World War II ended, so everyone's afraid of communism and all that kind of stuff. Reds, China, but I'm not your history teacher, right? So, alright, now let's go to the liquor store.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
What did you make of McCaffrey?
There'll come a day, and it's coming very soon. We'll run him and the rest of his pinko buddies out of Los Angeles.
I meant as a suspect, Rusty.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Alright, so basically the lady was squatting at the very back behind the liquor store, essentially just living there.
You got some fine stock in there.
Kind of conflicted because she was also an alcoholic, but who am I to judge, right? So there's really we only need one clue out of this entire thing, and that
He's
is
joking, Mr.
this book right here. That actually was owned by
Reading
McCaffrey.
Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. It only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
Hook her up.
And she was
McCaffrey.
borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
There's a bunch of other stuff here, like there's a bowling pin in the corner if you didn't get the clue about the bowling area, if you didn't visit the bar first, that is. But we did, so all we have to do now is just conduct our interview. Click here, talk to this guy. Contact with victim.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit to pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
This is truth.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it, but she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Next is relationship with victim.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
This is actually truth as well, as sad as it is.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. To be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Last one.
You know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
This is actually doubt.
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Man, the voice acting in this game is just so good. It was really hyped for its facial animation things, but really nothing is like good voice acting that really just drives home a story in a game. But anyways, so this moving on, this is a very important thing that you can miss. You're actually supposed to visit the bar a second time to get your next clue, but if you set the destination of the bar and then go off, it'll automatically take you to the police station, and you don't want to go there yet. So get in the car first, and then start driving, and then they'll call you. Get in. Then there's our calls coming in, as you can see.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central. Code 2.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
Alright. So I screwed this up a couple times. So I'm actually going to drive to the bowling alley myself, because I don't want to risk it. So I'm going to set this location. It's very important that you get this clue. You won't get perfect unless you do. So I'm going to make sure that, I'm afraid that if I set the destination myself, then the guy will just automatically take me to where I don't want to go. So I'm just going to drive this out myself here. Try not to kill anyone. Oh yeah, everyone hits the right when the siren's on. Oh jeez. At least it's close by. But once again, you have to go to this area first. You do not want to go to the police station right away. Alrighty. Yeah, here. Let's go back in. Sweet parking job, right, Nick? Alrighty, let's go in.
It's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop. Now there's an honest
Interview you one more time. Relationship with
You
victim.
say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
Which is a lie.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You looked down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
So obviously we have the book that we just got.
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
So that's your next clue. Once again, this one is easily missed, so make sure that you grab it. Alright, now we can go to the police station. My car's still there. Shut up. I'm moving it. I'm moving it. Jeez. Police station. Says destination. Now you may drive.
You can drive.
The finest in